Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Couch Potato Sports Reports. I am one of the hosts, Zach Moore, and my co-host today is Dakota Sears, the only co-host that I have ever had and ever will have.
Well,
We are
not
just
not always,
co-hosts for each other.
We could always
Yeah,
switch
I
it
don't
up one
expect
day, but
anybody else.
just don't know really anybody that likes sports as much as we do.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no,
no.
no.
So, what's on the agenda today, Zachary?
I mean, we're gonna start things off with, this is our first NFL video. We have done, I believe, 3 MLB videos. And I'm excited to start it off right with our NFL portion going into the playoffs. And I mean, what better than to start off with a power ranking for the playoffs? So, I mean, let me hold on a sec. All right. So, looking at this,
I'm gonna pull up a bracket of the NFL playoffs while he gets ready,
yes, yeah.
and I have it all set up right now. It's all good.
All right.
Why don't I do the AFC and then you do the NFC because your team is in
Okay.
the
Okay. You
NFC?
start. Yeah.
Okay,
You
fair.
start off.
All right, all right.
Yes. Yes.
So my predictions for the AFC. So,
Oh no, no. We're doing power rankings. We're doing power
oh, we're
rankings.
doing power rankings. Okay, we'll do NFL
So yeah, do
brackets
the
after.
AFC power. We could do AF. We could do. Do we want to do AFC power rankings or an NFC power rankings or both at the same time?
Um, I was just gonna do like just playoff bracket like power rankings, to
Ah, okay.
see
Yeah. Yeah.
which because I mean to be fair, they don't like some of these seedings aren't really true for like the NFL. Like the Carolina Panthers are our 4th seed, but in reality, they're like the
Yeah.
lowest
Yeah.
seed
No. No.
possible
So
on
if I
any.
if I were to start off some honorable mentions for this, I would probably say Panthers. You guys did great against the Rams. Thank you for that. Love that for you. Love that for us as we got the number one bye in the NFC. So I'm happy about that. But honorable mention for the Panthers. Honorable mention for the Steelers. Um, you guys got lucky. I
Very,
don't. I
very,
don't think.
very lucky, and I feel bad for that Ravens rookie kicker, and I don't know what's
You
gonna
guys.
happen next for the
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yeah. No, I have no idea what's gonna happen with him. The Steelers are going up against one of the best defenses in the league, and it's not even close
I do.
to
So I
comparably.
was listening to Colin Coward earlier, and I will
Yep.
say that Mike Tomlin has an undefeated record on Monday Night Footballs. The Steelers have not lost on Monday night since the 1970s. So
Damn.
I will say
That's something.
I do think the Texans are going to put up a good fight, but I still really think the Steelers will probably end up winning because number one, they're at home, and number two, they have a pretty good head coach, Mike Tomlin. I mean, I don't want Aaron Rodgers to succeed, but at the same time, I do think the Steelers will win against that
I
really scary
I don't.
defense. You don't think
I
that?
don't. No, I don't know if you watched that offensive line, but without DK Metcalf,
Oh, they have
when they
nobody.
did
They have
play
no
without,
separation.
yeah, no, you see, nobody moves. That's the issue. They have a lot of guys that don't know how to scramble, and when you have 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers trying to scramble with his broken body, I don't see it happening against that front seven that the Texans have. They have great cornerbacks as well, great safeties. They're going to be a hell of a team. And I mean the Texans, that's it's mainly their offense that is suspect. And honestly, that's going to be my next honorable mention because I don't think the Texans are gonna. I mean, they'll if I see them doing anything, they'll beat the Steelers. But I don't see them beating the Broncos. It's gonna be that game's gonna be like 10-3 probably. It's gonna it's gonna be a hell of a defensive match against one of the two of the best defensive teams in the league for sure.
Yeah,
But
no, I agree with that
you
one.
know
I
those
agree with
those
that one.
two teams. are both just very iffy for me. I don't see them
I don't
going
see the
far.
Texans going far, and I don't see the Steelers going far. I still
Yeah,
think the
that,
Steelers are going to end up winning because of DK Metcalf being back and everything. DK Metcalf almost
that's
costed their playoff hopes. I mean,
yeah.
he's got to control
Yeah.
his acts.
And then oh sorry, yeah, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
Uh, and then I would say the final spot for my honorable mention is the Packers. The Packers, they are cold as ice. They are going I believe they're on a losing streak right now, aren't they?
They are. I don't think they've won. Let me check
They
this
haven't
out.
won in the month of December, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, they
Yeah,
did. They haven't won in a while though.
they
They lost to the Broncos, they lost to the Bears, they lost to the Ravens,
they're on a
and they lost
four-game
to the
losing streak
Vikings.
right
Yes,
now.
they're on a 4-game losing streak right now.
Yeah,
Obviously, they rested players, but going on a 4-game losing streak into the playoffs is not something you want to,
it's not very ideal
be
for a
proud of.
playoff team like
No,
that. No,
no,
not at all. Not
no.
at all.
Um, so I would, and then, yeah, those are all the honorable mentions I have. And in at number 10, this is a tough one for me. I think number 10, I don't know if you're going to agree with it or not, but I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Uh, uh, yeah, no, I will say the Chargers have played amazing football this year. The only
Yes,
thing that has held them back is number one, Justin Herbert's injuries. He hasn't been injured
yes,
all year, but he broke his hand and his play has gone downhill a little bit, but at the same time, he's still been getting wins and everything. And that offensive line is horrendous. And, it,
that's why I put them at that.
but if they
That's
could
why I
if they
have
could
them at
ever fix
10.
if they could ever fix that offensive line, that Chargers team, instead of being in number 7 like they are right now in the playoffs,
Yeah,
they'd probably be close to number 1, number 2 seed instead of, how low they are.
yes. But yeah, I have the Chargers at number 10 for most of that same reason. Their offensive line, where is it? I mean, they so many injuries on that front. They're a really good team when everything's moving. The thing is it gonna go moving against a Patriots team that's young, has a lot better options than the Chargers do right now, and I just don't think the Chargers are gonna make it far, and that's why I think they're going at number 10 in my slot.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Do you
I
wanna do
agree
you
with that.
wanna who do you have for number 9? Because I'll let you do
Number
I'll let
9,
you add your
number
own.
9
Yeah.
team, the whole NFL. Let me see.
No, out of the playoffs, out of the
Out of the
playoffs right now.
playoffs.
Yeah, out of the playoff bracket. I'm looking at the playoff bracket right now. I don't know if you are.
Well, I have pulled up on the stream right now.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Just
So the number 9 team I probably would have. I know you, the Panthers. Actually, hold on. I would put the Panthers high.
we
I would
already
put.
I already put the Panthers in it.
Oh,
Honorable
okay,
mention.
you
I'm
did. Okay,
sorry.
okay. The Panthers are.
Yeah, the teams that we don't have, I'll let you know. So the teams we have an honorable mention are the sorry, hold on. The Panthers, Green Bay, Chargers, Steelers, and Texans. Those are the 4 teams.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, wait, we've already said the Chargers. Those are the 5 teams we said already. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. So I would probably put the Steelers then.
No,
That's.
I already said the Steelers.
I'm so sorry. I'm really tired. Eagles. They are
Eagles.
a very
Okay.
underwhelming offense. I don't get.
Yes,
They gotta.
they're
They gotta.
carried
They gotta free
heavily
my
by
guy
the
AJ Brown there, dude. That guy. I feel bad for him. I mean, he's got a quarterback with a goddamn noodle arm. Excuse my language, but he's being wasted there and everything. He'll look good in a
yeah, no,
Patriots uni next year. That's all
Jalen
I'm gonna say.
Hurts. Jalen Hurts has just not looked from last year to this year. Looks nothing alike.
No.
And I mean Saquon. I mean he's had his games, but obviously he hasn't replicated anywhere near his same production as last year.
He
He's
can
still a hell of a
concur.
good
You
quarterback or
you you
running
had him
back.
in
Sorry.
fantasy. He didn't do anything for you.
Yeah, yeah, I can't concur. I wanted to trade him really bad because
Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him on that horrendous Eagles offense. I don't know. It could be their offensive coordinator because Kellen Moore left the Eagles for the Saints job, and he actually did a pretty good job this year. I wasn't expecting the
Yeah.
Saints to get
No,
7 wins
I'll
or
agree.
6
I'll
wins, but
agree with that.
yeah, no.
But it definitely shows that he left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
And
then go ahead.
um, I I would say number 7. Ooh, if I had to pick right now, the Bills.
I
The
was
Bills are
literally about to
so.
say the Bills. And you know what? I will say
I
this. This is probably the easiest path Josh Allen has had to make it to the Super Bowl because there's no Patrick Mahomes, there's no Lamar Jackson, there's no Joe Burrow. It's a completely open field for Josh Allen, but it sucks for him because he has no wide receivers. He has nothing.
He has no wide
He only has
receivers, and
James
his
Cook.
defense sucks.
Yeah, his defense is very iffy. I will say as a Patriot fan, when we choked that 21-0 lead, that was all Josh Allen. He did
Yeah,
everything. And
Josh Allen will his team. That
mm,
is something that has never not been said about him.
Josh
He's
Allen should
some guy
never
who
have to
will
carry
will.
every single night. I mean, there's gonna be some games where he should carry, but there's some like he's doing it every single time. They get down and then they have to play from behind. That's just not gonna sustain in the playoffs. They're gonna get this Jaguars team that they're gonna be ending up that they're playing right now, in the playoffs.
Their
They're gonna.
offense is
I just think the
pumping
Jaguars
going
have too
into
much
the.
of a better team compared to the Bills.
Yes, I agree.
They're
I
too
completely
stacked.
agree
This
with
is Trevor
everything.
Lawrence's best year ever in the pros. This looks like Clemson, Trevor Lawrence. You know, and
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence just has 10 times more weapons than the Bills have.
Well, the team has literally gone out and got him weapons.
Yeah,
It's not like it's not like they didn't do anything. They got the kid from I can't remember his name. Jacoby Myers from the Raiders this year to add another weapon once was Travis Hunt? I don't remember if Travis Hunter was down at
Travis
that
Hunter
point.
got injured, and then they needed another wide receiver, and I do think that actually
Yes.
might kick Travis Hunter to the cornerback position only. I do think he needs to pick one position for Travis.
I think it'll be wide receiver. I don't
Either
think.
wide receiver or cornerback, because it's just hard to play those two positions in the
Yes,
NFL.
it
It's
is
very hard,
exactly.
very tiring. Um, and then for the number 6 team, what do you think? I think that might be the Broncos. I know they're a number 1 seed, but their offense
I
is also underwhelming, very underwhelming.
No, you see, I can't put them at 6. I have to have them in top 5.
Really?
I would say at 6, I'm putting the 49ers.
I don't know. Their
They're
their offense is
dude,
killer, dude. I don't know about that
dude,
one.
did you just watch the Seahawks dismantle them?
They did, but
3
they
points.
did, but
3 points,
I
Dakota,
watched
after
I watched
being
the
the
whole game.
hottest offense of the 3 weeks before that. They were the hottest offense in the game, and they scored 3 points against my Seahawks.
And I think teams have bad games once in a while. That was
Yes,
a
but
very bad game for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. That was a very bad
I
game.
can't see the 49ers in my top 5. That's what I'm just saying. I could put them at 6, but I cannot put them in my top 5. Their defense
Their
got
defense is
absolutely pummeled, but the Seahawks did not score that much. On paper, it's 13-3. They only lost, they only beat the 49ers by 10, but they dominated that entire game.
they
Okay?
did. They
They
did.
ran the ball down their throats with the two-headed monster of Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker, who have been very up and down all season if you have watched them. But to go in there in San Francisco and make Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey look like babies or on like a JV team, that says something. And I mean, the Eagles, I mean, we put them low, but their defense is good,
Oh no,
you
the
know.
Eagles. The
And
only
I
thing that's
I hated
holding the
putting them
Eagles
low.
back like that is their offense. If their offense was to figure out their stuff, then I would put them
Yeah,
higher. But the Eagles' offense is awful, but their defense is amazing, and I would hate
and
to play
they're
them in
they're
the
also
Super
a
Bowl.
really good run stopping team. I mean, Christian McCaffrey had what 50 total yards or something like that. I
I
forget.
mean, to
Like,
be fair, he leads the league in touches this year. He's just exhausted. He's turning 30, dude.
dude,
He's just hitting the stage of
he
his
had like
career to where he
20
can't be
touches.
doing this though. What?
He's also his coach has also kind of stat padded him. I don't know if you've seen that. And he had 8 carries for 23 yards. They could not run the ball for
No, they couldn't because
any.
the Seahawks have an amazing uh, run stop
Yeah.
defense and
Yes.
everything.
Yes, they do.
So what do you what do you have at 6? 49ers? That's what you put?
Yeah, the
I
49ers, yeah,
don't
they're
know if I
6.
fully agree with that one, but I'll have to go with it because it was just
I
one bad
just
game. If
Yes,
you
I
guys
understand
replay
it's
each
one
other
bad
in
game.
the playoffs, I do think it'll be a higher scoring affair and everything.
Dude,
But
I like you said, Christian McCaffrey has played so many games but he couldn't get anything going. If the Eagles look at that film and go, what if we just, because the thing is, if you stop Christian McCaffrey, their offense is done. That Christian McCaffrey is their offense.
yeah, that's true.
The amount of checkdowns they
Well,
do to Christian McCaffrey is
no,
ridiculous.
Brock Purdy can sling it. He's an
Yes,
impressive
okay,
player.
no, okay, yes, yes. Obviously, Brock Purdy can sling it, but they did great without him. They had Mac Jones.
They did great with my boy Mac. Return of the
Mac
Mac.
Jones, who's probably gonna go sign somewhere
He's gonna sign for a
else.
pretty good contract somewhere. I could see him going to Cleveland. Actually, no, not with Deshaun Watson's contract mess.
No, I
If they
could
could
see
buy
him.
out Deshaun Watson and just get him off that team, that would be great for the Browns. But I don't know. That organization is a mess.
They just fired
Stefanski.
Stefanski,
Yeah,
and
no,
that was a stupid thing.
it's
I
stupid.
just
They're and the press conference of the I think it was the owner. So he was basically just blaming Kevin Stefanski for everything, and it wasn't
yeah.
all him. He's just I just I don't know that Browns organization is not going to win. Myles Garrett should probably request
No,
a trade and get him out of there.
he's not going to. He's
That was
probably
a
gonna
waste
retire.
of a year for him. 23 sacks and only five
Breaks the
wins,
record.
dude. That's
Breaks the
crazy.
record.
It's absolutely crazy to me.
All right,
Um, Top
and at
five.
number 5, excuse me, I am. Um. Okay, I'm looking at this.
I
I
think
have 2 teams in mind,
I
and I'm
think
going
the
to
fifth
put.
would be the Bears.
Yes, I completely agree with that.
Caleb Williams has
I think
taken a big step this year.
their defense is not good, but their offense is great. Honestly, I don't know how we put. I guess I didn't really look at the Bears. I probably would have put them a little lower, but it's whatever.
No, it's a young
No,
quarterback
no,
again.
yeah, no, it's a young quarterback, and I mean, uh, they have the young quarterback, young team,
I
young
mean, to be
offensive
fair, all
line,
these
young.
quarterbacks are all young except Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford. All of them are
Yeah,
young, and.
I think I think that the Bears definitely can beat the Packers, and I think they could easily beat the 49ers again. They only lost to them off of that fourth down that didn't convert on offense.
Yep. Yep.
They were one game away, and they have that. They'll have home field, and if they beat the Packers, they'll easily go in there and could potentially upset the 49ers, because I feel like people would still say the 49ers would beat them just because of how bad their defense is, the Bears. Oh,
No,
like
the Bears defense is not that bad. It
it's
does
pretty
have
bad.
issues, but it gives
They
up a
let up a
lot of
lot of points.
it gives up a lot of big plays. That's their
Yes.
issue. If they can get rid of the big plays, then they could actually be a pretty decent defense. They're always been known for their defense, but I guess this year they're known for their offense. But even like
Yeah.
I've been
When you
watching
have
the
an
Bears
offensive
in a
head
couple
coach.
of primetime games this year. It's just their offense sometimes is non-existent in the first 2 3 quarters. And Ben
Yes,
Johnson
I
came
have
out and said
heard
that
of
the other
that.
day that they need to clean that up. They got to figure out what's going on, and they just need to play better
Yep.
offense and everything. And once they figure that out, that Bears team is probably could go to the Super Bowl if they wanted to.
Oh, yes, if
But
they
they
wanted
control
to.
their own destiny. They control their own
Yeah,
demise
exactly.
and everything.
All right. In at number 4, I'm gonna put the Broncos.
Broncos, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't said the Broncos. Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, that's number. Wait, hold on. How many? Hold on. I think I miscounted. Wait, hold on. 49ers were 7. I did miscount. 49ers are 7. Bears are 6. Broncos are 5. Okay. Because we have 5
Broncos,
teams
yep.
left.
Yep.
I just didn't say 7 earlier. That's my fault. Uh, So we got the Broncos at 5. Their defense is
Again,
one of, if not the best defenses in the
their
league.
defense is amazing, but their offense, Bo Nix still has me buffled.
Is very iffy.
I don't like a lot of people say he's really good, and he is. He's a decent
Very
quarterback.
athletic.
He's very athletic, but at the same time, their offense, like he really doesn't have any weapons. Also, like who is his number one receiver? Sutton, Cortland Sutton, is that his name?
Probably.
Like if you
I could not name you another wide receiver off that team.
I do think they're gonna make it far in the playoffs, but I do think that they might get bounced out in the first round. You know, it's just
Yeah,
depends on
they're
who they
one of those.
play. If they play the Texans, yeah, they're not. I honestly don't think they're gonna make it past the first round
That'll
if
be a
they
good
play the
game. Like
Texans.
I
But if they
said,
get the Steelers, just well, they'll easily win that because the Steelers are not deep enough. But I
oh
do
no.
agree with the Broncos being at number 5.
All right, and at number 4, we're gonna put the Jaguars.
Jaguars, okay.
I think that's the perfect spot to put them.
Jaguars are on fire right now. They're
And if they're gonna bring that into the playoffs, they are going to be a tough team to beat.
very
They
tough.
are they are very good offensively. They're okay defensively, Being
Yep.
okay is okay, As long as you can get stops where you need to get stops, then you're fine, you know? And I just think that they're, had like how many, what was it? Give me a sec. Pause for a sec. Their last few games, like obviously they put 41 on the Titans. That's the Titans, but they beat the Colts with Old Man Phillip. They beat the Broncos. I forgot about that actually.
Yep.
They put 34 on that defense.
In Denver too,
That's
which a
that's
team from
crazy.
Florida
Yeah.
going all the way up to that altitude and just beating down
Mhm.
on that team is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like I do like if the Broncos ever play like a team like the Patriots, I okay, well, I'll get to the Patriots when we get to
Yeah. Yeah.
them.
We've yeah, okay. And at number 3, I'm gonna put the Rams.
You know what? I agree with that. I agree. I'm not trying to hate on Matthew Stafford because I am a Patriots fan, but
I just
we'll get to that
I
conversation later after we
yes, we
finish
will.
this.
We will get into that once we get to the award portion. I kind of want to just talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
The Rams, man, they have a 74% chance to beat Carolina, and for good
I'd
reason.
probably put that up to 90. They're getting
Yeah.
Devontae Adams back
Hey,
too with Puka. I don't know, man.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. The Panthers might just.
The Rams are a great bottom. They are a great team. They have a great offense. One of the best, if not the best offense in the league
Mhm,
for
mhm.
scoring the ball efficiently as they do. Not a lot of picks coming from there besides a few games. Atlanta, which is a weird game
They
to
already they
get a lot of
already
picks
lost to the
for.
Panthers once this year though,
Yes, they did. They
and that
did.
was Matthew Stafford's one of his
I
worst
was getting into
games.
that. I was getting into that. I was getting into that. Wait, wait.
Sorry, it just gets me heated. It gets me heated every time. Hold me
Yeah,
back.
no. So
Hold me back.
Matthew Stafford has been one of, I mean, he's a top 2 MVP candidate right now. Between him and Drake May right now. That's who the MVP candidates are. Okay? Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
But what's their record? I think they
they're
lost like
11 and
they're 12 and
6
5.
or 12 and
12 and
5.
5.
Okay, yeah.
They lost to the Panthers and Atlanta Hawks.
I have something to say about that when we get to the award part.
They, yeah, not only did they lose, but Matthew Stafford did not look good. Let me expand this. Give me a sec. Against the Panthers, he threw for 240 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And they lost 31-28. A close game. And then they play Atlanta Falcons. I said Hawks, didn't I, earlier? I'm sorry. Throws 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. 2 of his worst games, by the way. And I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck? And their special teams is horrible. One of the worst in the league. and they lost a couple games because of it. Their kicker is not the greatest. He's missed some very important kicks. And I mean, their special teams is just like the reason why they're losing. And I don't think they're going to tighten it down. And honestly, if they don't beat the Panthers, I will laugh a lot, but they probably will. And I hope it's not a blowout. I
We
want
need a Bryce Young legacy gamer because
yes, Bryce
if
Young.
he loses this game, I do think he will be
But
out
yes,
as quarterback.
the Rams are really good. Okay,
Oh, they are. They are.
I'm not discrediting them at all. They are a hell of a good team, and I just don't think they're better than the Seahawks or the Patriots, who are the 1 and 2.
I do
have
think
the
if the
Patriots
Patriots
at
ever
2.
play, I do. I was gonna say either the Patriots or Seahawks. Seahawks and Patriots are very equal minus the defense. Patriots defense is very iffy sometimes. I mean, yesterday when the game first started, when I was watching, the Patriots could not stop Quinn Ewers, and then after the second quarter hit, we're like one of the worst first quarter defenses. But I will say the Seahawks has the upper hand with defense, so that's why I would put the Seahawks at number one, Patriots at number two.
The only issue that will happen in the playoffs for either team, for the Patriots, is if their defense can hold off high-powered offenses again. And can that offense keep going and not stall out? Because what I've seen from when the Patriots get a 3-and-out or don't convert on downs, they've had some struggles getting it back, getting the momentum back. Once they have the momentum, they have to be able to sustain it. If you go 3-and-out too many times or throw too many interceptions, which Drake May does not, but
He only has 8 on
you
the
know,
year.
it's
It's not
hard
bad.
to it is hard to get that momentum back. And like you said earlier about the 21-0 Bills game,
Hmm.
they lost the momentum at the time.
we let go of the pedal that game. They didn't keep it down.
Exactly.
That's why. I
Exactly.
mean, that's why the past three. I mean, look at Drake May against the Jets. I know that's the Jets and all, but he kept throwing it. He just
Yeah.
wanted to keep
Oh, yeah.
stacking those
Exactly.
stats and everything.
Exactly.
He just wanted to prove that they could keep their foot to the pedal or pedal to the metal, and they just demolished the last how many games after that game? I think 4 games. I can't remember.
And then Seahawks, their defense is really good. A really young defensive unit too.
Very young.
And Mike McDonald has really made it his own. Kind of
The Ravens are missing him
what should have
badly.
happened in the Ravens. Did they
Yeah.
fire Harbaugh?
No, 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 no. I
Not yet.
don't. Not yet.
Of course they will.
I don't think they will. But I do think Lamar Jackson will be on the
Mike
out.
Mike McDonald, that was the biggest fumble of all time. They should have just gotten rid of Harbaugh because Mike McDonald should have been the predecessor to
Yeah,
Harbaugh
Harbaugh. I'm pretty sure he wanted to
because
be
that
too.
defense would be so much like because I saw a stat yesterday that when he was defensive coordinator in 2023, the Ravens defense was first, while the Seahawks in that same year was 25th, I believe. And this year, the Ravens defense is 23rd, I believe, and the Seahawks are second. So it's the Mike McDonald effect to its fullest, and yeah, the defense I'm not concerned about. The
I will
offense,
say the Ravens defense is that bad because they paid Lamar Jackson. When you pay your
yes, that
quarterback
too.
all that, look at the Chiefs. They pay all that money to Patrick Mahomes, and then they have no cap space afterwards. You need like if you have like a quarterback like Tom Brady taking pay cuts every year just to get a good team. That's what Tom Brady used to do, and that's why he was so
Exactly.
successful. These quarterbacks nowadays need to learn not to get paid $500 million for 10 years. Take some pay cuts so that they can get some good teams around them, and that's why like teams with like rookie quarterbacks succeed really well. Bo Nix is on his rookie deal, and I think they're going to probably get a trade for another wide receiver, like a wide receiver this offseason. And the Patriots have Drake May on a rookie deal. Best time to get like a wide number one wide receiver like AJ Brown or Justin Jefferson because you don't
Yeah.
have to pay the quarterback yet. It's just smart. And Drake May is going to get a
Yeah.
very expensive quarterback, so that's why they got to do it,
Oh yeah, he will.
soon.
And speaking of Drake May, let us motion into our next topic, our predictions for the awards. We went through the power rankings. If anybody still here, or watching. We had our list: number 1 Seahawks, number 2 Patriots, number 3 was the Jaguars, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
number 3 was the Rams, number 4 was the Jaguars, number 5 was the Broncos, number 6 was the Bears, number 7 was the 49ers, number 8 was the Eagles, number 9 was the wait no, sorry, number 8 was the Bills, number 9 was the Eagles, and then number 10 was the Chargers. And then our honorable mentions were Panthers, Steelers, Texans, and Packers. All right. Now, on to our awards. Start off with MVP. You can give me your prediction. I'll
Drake
give
May,
you
of
my
course. Come on. All right, I'm gonna say some stuff here.
Give me some reasonings. Give me some reasonings.
Reasons number one. Look what Drake May is working with compared to Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's got Devontae Adams, Puka Nakua. Give Drake May on that offense. Drake May throws 55 touchdowns easily. I mean, it's just you put Matthew Stafford on the Patriots team this year. I don't even think we make the playoffs. You don't see that. You just I don't. No, Drake May's got the more valuable stats. Sure, 45 touchdowns is pretty damn impressive for Matthew Stafford, but I've seen all these like players talk about how Matthew Stafford should get the MVP. I saw what Tom Brady said. He said Matthew Stafford should get the MVP because Drake May is going to be in the league longer. There's no sympathy points here. If he has to wait till year 17 to have a good year like this, it's kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. You're getting outdueled. I don't know. I find Drake May has done what he's done. He brought a 4-win team last year up to 14 wins, and I don't want to hear a damn thing about goddamn schedule, the strength of schedule. If we had Gerard May on the same exact team as last year and everything, and we weren't expected to win as much, like if this team was last year's team, we wouldn't have won as much as we did this time. I think we would have only won like five games. Last year, that team would have only won against all those teams that we played this year like 5 times. I
I
was just
think I think coaching. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt,
no, no,
but I
no,
think
yeah.
coaching also has to do with that, and I think a new mindset definitely because Vrabel was a head coach before Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo, this was his first head coaching job
He
in the
was our
NFL. He
defensive
was kind of
coordinator for the longest, not
yeah,
defensive coordinator, but he helped
exactly.
with the defense for the longest time.
Special, yeah,
And it's
exactly.
just defensive coaches don't do anything in the league anymore, except if you're Mike Vrabel
Stump,
or
stump.
Or whatever. You're Mike Madonna, is that his name?
Mike McDonald. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's just my case.
Okay.
You know, Drake May's stats
I'll.
are more valuable than Matthew Stafford's. And again, you give Drake May the weapons Matthew Stafford has on that team, it's night and Drake May probably would have close to 60 touchdowns. I don't know. It's just more
All right.
impressive.
I'm gonna give you my take. Okay. My take is Stafford will win it
Yeah, I already know that.
because of just raw stats. I don't think they're going to look at it as a pure MVP case. They're gonna more look at it as like an
They're
offensive
gonna give him
production.
sympathy points. No, no, no. They're gonna give him sympathy points.
I don't even think it's gonna be sympathy points. It's just going to be points because I mean they got so many touchdowns this year. I remember because I had Devonte Adams on my fantasy, and the amount of times Devonte Adams caught like a 2 yard, 5 yard, 1 yard touchdown was ridiculous. They got in the red zone so many times, and I think that's the reason why he'll win it. But if you put almost any, I won't say that. I won't say you if you put any quarter. If you put any
I had Devonte Adams on my
decent
fantasy,
quarterback in there,
and
I
the
think he'll
amount of times
replicate a
Devonte
decent
Adams
amount of
caught
production.
So,
Because you
but
got to
I don't
realize
think as much.
that offensive
Like,
line that the
if this-
Rams have is one of the better ones in the league.
Mhm.
And for instance, Matthew Stafford only has attempted to run 29 times. Okay?
And he looks like molasses.
He has
when
1
does
yard on the season.
it. And
Because yeah.
it's those
He
veneers
doesn't
holding
he's
him
not a
down,
mobile
man.
quarterback. Yeah, no. If they had a mobile quarterback, like if you put Lamar in that system, obviously Lamar would play a lot better. But um I think he'll do it just because of raw stats. Cause I mean, he has 15 more passing touchdowns than Drake May. Okay.
I don't
That's
remember. Did you see how many 1 yard line ones there were yesterday?
that's like I said
That's not
earlier.
impressive. They're just stat padding. I mean, that's just they took Drake May out of the game yesterday because they were up 38-10. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just get I
But
get a
I
little.
think I think he'll get it just because it's Matthew Stafford.
Took him 17
It,
years
it,
to throw
if the
45 touchdowns.
it's not his fault. Okay, he threw a lot of he threw 40 touchdowns back in with the Rams
2021, but he had 17
Rams.
interceptions.
Yeah, he's been a lot better, but he's thrown 40 a couple times in his career. I mean, he played in Detroit half
There's
his
only I
career.
thought there was only one time where Matthew Stafford only threw.
No, he threw it once. That was the year he threw for 5,000 yards and didn't make the Pro Bowl or All Pro. 2011 was that the year Brady? Is that the year Brady went like beast mode? Was that 2007? I can't remember which Giants
No,
team that
they're
was.
whoops, hold on a minute, let me see. Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
Anyway,
I don't know. Let me see.
yeah. If you can't,
Oh yeah, 41 is. Oh no, hold on a minute. I'm being stupid. 41-16 in Detroit, 2011. And he still didn't make the playoffs. Oh yeah, he did make the
all
playoffs
right.
that day.
On to offensive player of the year. Who's your pick?
I'm gonna say probably Jackson Smith Najigba. I
I
got balled out.
completely agree. I completely
He
agree.
was in MVP conversations until like the end of the year. He started to fall off a little bit, but that's not really his fault.
That's not even his fault.
Sam Darnold. I'm gonna be
No.
honest with you.
Um, I'm going to tell you why. So, people are going to argue that Puka Nakua um played one less game, so he did more with less. But the amount of times Jackson Smith-Njigba didn't play in the fourth quarter
Mhm.
or didn't, play in empty minutes was a lot. Also, Jackson Smith-Njigba gets doubled. Puka doesn't get doubled as much, and when he does, he's not very good at getting the ball. But he has Devonte Adams lining up on the other side, so Devonte takes guys away so Puka can get open.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
fucking Jack Smith-Njigba has Cooper Kupp, who great player, love Cooper on the Seahawks. Only had like 500 yards and has been a shell of his former self
Yeah.
since coming back from injuries.
Well, I don't. Puka's got a really
No,
good still.
dude, do you know how many times
He has 17
they
100 yards this
okay,
season.
okay, Dakota. I don't know if you've ever watched a Rams game or not, but the amount of times that they run the slant whatever the fuck and they use another wide receiver to get the defender off of Puka and he's wide open every time. They run that so many times. I don't know what play it is, but they run it a lot, and that's the reason why he gets so many yards. Is because he does they do a quick short pass, and then they have like a bunch of blockers in front.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm not discrediting the guy, but he had 129 receptions for a reason.
That's true.
They do a lot of. He has a lot more yards after the catch than I believe Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just because he gets. They throw the ball like 5 yards and then he's just open because of the way that what's his face? God, who's this? I'm brain farting. Fuck. Give me a sec. Uh, Sean McVay. Sean McVay is an amazing offensive mastermind, and he just draws up plays for Puka. So easy, just to make his life easier. Which I mean, you know, that's cool. You have a better offensive minded coach. I mean, Mike McDonald's defense. for that reason. But I just think Jackson has to do a lot more with less, and Puka's playing on the he's like, on the royal court, while Jackson Smith and Jigba is like a knight,
Yeah, that's very true.
Completely different scheme. And also the Seahawks ran the ball a lot more than the Rams did. A higher run percentage offense than the Rams are. The Seahawks threw it or ran it like 50% of the time, close to it. It's especially for modern day, it's crazy. All right, on to defensive player of the year.
Myles Garrett. There's no question about that.
No debate. Myles
We don't
Garrett
even
broke
have
the
to discuss
record.
that.
Yeah, on to the next one. I mean, I will talk about for a second. I mean, Myles Garrett, man, he was not wasted on that Browns team. I have a hot take. I think Shedeur in a couple of years could be the guy for the Cleveland Browns. I think you have to give
him. Be
him
there next year. It depends on the head coach. I honestly don't think Shedeur has what it takes.
Dude, he played well. Dude, compared to the other quarterbacks that played this year,
he was not that good.
He's young, or younger. Isn't Dylan Gabriel like 25?
Dylan Gabriel is like 25, and then Shedeur's 23, I think. So, I think
they're young guys. I think Shedeur's a better option than, I mean, Deshaun Watson might play next year. You never know, though. I think Shedeur is a good bridge quarterback for whatever the hell they want to do next. If they want to just completely implode, or if they want to try and compete, which they can't, obviously. But I think right now he's the better option than Dylan Gabriel. I don't think they should draft another quarterback if it's going to be anything later rounds, probably.
I would probably just wait till next year to draft their quarterback. The quarterback selections in the like this.
They need to get very good. They need to get offensive line help. They need everything on the offensive end. They have a good young.
Actually, pretty decent. It's just their wide. Oh yes,
Jerry Jeudy. I'm thinking of wide receiver.
He's not the best wide. Like
they need another wide receiver. They need because they already have a good running back. They probably need a backup. I don't know who their backup is right now because Chubb is he left. But they have a good up and comers. They just have to be able to capitalize on that. And I mean, it all starts with the quarterback play. Selling their souls to Deshaun Watson was probably their worst mistake of recent memory.
Nobody really saw that coming.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knew he would get. No, it's not even that he sucked. It's that he had all those allegations and didn't play.
That too, but he sucks now. He's not the best. Let's just
okay. We're spiraling. On to offensive rookie of the year.
I'd say maybe Travion Henderson. Honestly, he had a really good offensive year for being a rookie running back in this league. It's hard, or it'd be also be the running back from the Browns, Judkins. He had a really good year too. Also, both Ohio State guys.
Really yeah, those are two good options. I'm just looking at the odds right now because I don't really pay attention to the rookie award that much, so I'm looking at the stats, and right now they say the odds right now is that I have no idea how to say this guy's name. I don't want to butcher it. McMillan from the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, Tet McMillan.
Yes, he's T. I'm just gonna look up how to pronounce his name.
Tet Tillin. I can't. No, just say Tet McMillan. That's what everybody says for his
name. Okay, Tet McMillan. Yeah, no, he was really good this year. I don't know if he'll win it. How many yards did Travion Henderson have?
He had 911 rushing yards, but he also had like another. He had like. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
I think Henderson probably had especially in your guys' offense, had a really good year. Yeah, he had 900 yards rushing and 200 receiving.
Yeah, so he
I
had
think
over
it'll be
1100. He had
it'll be between those two.
1,341 total yards this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna be the
For a
next
rookie.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm telling you that. It's gonna be either those three players, Judkins, Travion, or Ted. In my pick, since I'm a Patriots fan, I'm gonna go with Travion Henderson. You give that kid a good offensive line, like Drake May. It's amazing. I don't know. He's just reminds me of a 10 times
I
better James
agree.
White.
I think it's between him and Tet. I mean, I can't pick, but if I had to pick, I'd probably say Henderson because I heard Henderson's name a lot more, and I mean, I just feel like he just played better on a better team. I mean, he helped out a lot with
Yeah.
that team.
Mhm.
So yeah. Um. Now on to the defensive rookie of the year. I am looking at the odds right now. They have three players that I want to talk about. Carson Schwarz Schwessinger from the Browns, who's been really good. He's the odds-on favorite to win it all.
Mhm.
I've heard his name a lot. I've also the number 2 is James Pierce Jr., who's also been a really good player. He has 10 sacks on the year for the Falcons. And then Nicky Manwari for the Seahawks has also been in that conversation as number 3.
Yep.
But I think Carson probably will win it because he's had 2 interceptions, a couple sacks, 156 total tackles. He's a linebacker. Uh, Nicky Manwari, he had a really good season, but I just don't think he didn't play a lot of games. He missed like the beginning of the year, so that didn't help. But he's had a solid year, but I don't think he'll win the defensive rookie of the year. I think it'll be Carson probably. I don't. What's your take?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know any defensive rookies except your cornerback that you guys drafted this year, and I heard he did pretty good, didn't he?
You mean safety?
Or safety, yeah, same thing. Not really, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I, yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly
it's
could care
probably
less
gonna be the
about
kid
rookie
from
defensive
Browns.
player of the year.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
But hey,
sorry.
whoever gets it, good for them.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're gonna talk about the
Is there a comeback
pass
player of the year?
protector. No, the
Oh, pass protector.
the protector of the year.
Trent Williams.
Sorry. No, it's not Trent Williams. Trent
What?
Williams missed so many games, dude. What
I
are you
don't
talking
care,
about?
dude. He's a cancer survivor. He's an amazing player. He's just an amazing person. Can you say? I'm gonna give it to him anyway. No, he didn't miss that many. This is like his first full season.
Oh, I thought he missed more.
Now, last year he missed a lot. This year he played almost all the games except 2. I think
I'm
towards the end of the
thinking
year.
of last year. Huh.
That's
He
my
might
pick.
win it. I've also seen Penei Sewell in the mix.
Oh yeah, Penei Sewell. Next year will be Will Campbell. Let me tell you that right now. Be Will Campbell.
I like that. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's one of those two. I don't really have one. Coach of the year.
Mike
I think
Vrabel.
it's Mike Vrabel, Mike McDonald. I don't think McDonald's gonna win it.
He'll be an honorable
Um,
mention, but I think Mike
I
Vrabel
think
is gonna win it.
Kyle Shanahan deserves some credit.
That whole staff does, dude. They got 12 wins on a team with a team that just was injured all year. It's still impressive. And Mac Jones is on that team. Love him to death. I wish nothing but the best for him and everything. But
I think Vrabel might win it.
ultimately, I think Mike
The
Vrabel is
guy
gonna win
from
it.
also the guy from Jacksonville,
Oh yeah,
Duval.
yep. Liam Cohen.
Been
Yep. I think
he's been a good
ultimately
guy.
Mike Vrabel will win it. Patriots
I think he
4-13 for the past 2 seasons brings them back. I don't care about the strength of schedule. to 14 wins in a year. We were still a rebuilding team. We got the number 2 seed. That's all I'm gonna say. He deserves it. What's your take?
And
Who
then
you
the
think?
last, I think it's probably gonna be Vrabel.
Faber.
And then comeback player of the year. Who do you
Stephon
have?
Diggs.
That's a good take.
Tore his ACL, 32 years old, and still managed to get 1,000
good.
yards.
Did it 2000? I can remember.
Yep,
Wow,
he
that's
got
good.
it. Yep.
He's definitely up there.
Couple of felony charges, but hey, this will equal it out.
I don't know anybody who's in the race right now, so I don't have the greatest understanding of it. But I mean, from what you just told me, I think Diggs probably has a good chance at winning it for sure.
Yep, he made $1 million in 2 weeks. Hey, good for him. Got
I
2
should just
incentives.
let me look up the odds real quick. Comeback player of the year.
I don't think he will win it because of his freaking controversy right now. But in my opinion, he deserves it.
He probably won't, but
It's very hard for somebody to come off an ACL injury at that age.
oh,
and
Christian
still-
McCaffrey was injured last year. He might win it.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Yeah.
It's Christian McCaffrey we're talking about. He's been injured
Yeah, I
9
know.
times his whole career.
Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, also in the mix.
I think it's
Those
either
are two
between Trevor Lawrence, Stephon Diggs, and somebody else. But
I don't even see Diggs on the list, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
Oh,
telling you,
he's the last one. Philip
Yeah.
Rivers was on here, dude.
hey, if he would have won a game, maybe, but no. He didn't win a game at all.
And then executive of the year, I gotta give it to the Seahawks. Executive, he put together this team. He picked the coach. He should have gotten his flowers a couple years ago, but hasn't. So you got to give it to him. He made the deal for Shaheed, and Shaheed has made a lot of winning plays since going there. He's drafted really well the past few years, and I think you got to give it to him. Who's your take?
What are we talking about now?
Executive of the year.
Oh, executive of the year. I don't really know of many executives.
If you don't have one, you don't have to make it. I just thought to throw that in there just to give John Snyder his love.
John Snyder deserves it, or John Lynch.
Yeah.
But besides that, yeah, no, that's
Right. Coach, do we want to talk about coaching changes or?
Well, all I'm gonna say is that if the Browns want to make a good change in their offense and everything, they should see if the Dolphins let go of Mike McDaniel, and if they can get Mike McDaniel, that offense would be amazing. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on Mike McDaniel, but he's actually a pretty decent coach. He just hasn't had the right players around him. I mean, he has had Tua Tagovailoa. I know he's made the playoffs a couple times, but he just needs to get a competent quarterback that doesn't have CTE issues and everything, and he just needs to. He can be a good head coach, and Kevin Stefanski is going to get a job somewhere else instantly. He'll probably go to Miami. Good coach for him. For them.
I'm gonna talk about a couple things real quick. Pete Carroll's done. I hate to say it, and I hate to see him go out like this, but he is done. If he's gonna go anywhere, it's gonna be a front office job. He's done coaching. Geno Smith's gotten him fired twice now.
I forgot about that. Damn, that's actually crazy.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's gonna retire or go to a GM assistant job like he did with Seattle before when they did let him go. They did put him in the front office area just to help out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Browns are so stupid. Why do you get rid of Stefanski? It's not his fault.
When
you give him
Stefanski and the ownership had issues with agreements and stuff.
Yes, they definitely did, but when you have
draft Shador.
No. When you have the awful weapons that they have, you can't do anything. You know?
Your number one wide receiver can't be David Njoku, and he's a tight end. That's all I'm going to say. And Jerry Jeudy is supposed to be good, but he's not good at all.
I think Harbaugh should lose his job. He's been there far too long without much to show for it besides
Only
that one Super Bowl
championship in 2012, yeah.
Ray Lewis sold his soul for.
Yeah.
2012. You got nothing else to show for it. It's time to go. It's like Mike Tomlin at this point. Mike Tomlin. I'm not saying Mike Tomlin should have been fired, but something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. I think my dad actually told me this. He wants Robert Saleh to be the Raiders' next head coach.
I do think that would be a good head coach hire, but I do think since Tom Brady's taken over the reins, he's going to bring over some Patriots guys.
Yes, he
There's already
probably
been
will.
some talk about him bringing in Brian Flores and Brian Dable. Brian Dable
Wow.
as his offensive coordinator and Brian Flores. Honestly, Brian Flores is an amazing head coach. He was an amazing head
Is that
coach
the
in
guy
Miami.
in
But Miami,
Yes,
Miami fired
Brian.
him out of nowhere after going to the playoffs.
I could totally see Brian Flores also going there. Brian, no, it wasn't like a whole racial thing. I do remember
It
seeing that.
was. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna really believe that, but at the same time, I do think that Miami got a lot of flack for that.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of it.
remember that. I could totally see. I did forget about that. I could see Brian. He's gonna find a job. He's a really good defensive coordinator.
And
He
Brian
did
Dable is an
really well
amazing
with.
offensive coordinator, and it just sucks that
Yeah,
he. Honestly, I like his head coaching style. I don't know. He's a tough head coach, and that's what you want as a head coach. And he's a really good offensive mind. He just didn't have a lot to work with in New York. I do think he should have never laughed off Drake May, because if they would have got Drake May, I do think the Giants would be in a better spot than what they are now. The Jackson Dart's gonna ball out. I think Jackson Dart's their franchise quarterback, unless they trade up for Mendoza, which I don't think the Raiders are gonna let go of that draft pick.
no, no, that's not gonna
Mendoza's the
happen.
only good quarterback available in this year's draft, and
Hey,
he's
you
like
never know,
He's
man.
Andrew Luck. He's Andrew Luck 2.0 in my opinion.
People said that about Trevor Lawrence, and it took him a long time to develop.
It's not his fault. He
He,
went to a really bad organization though.
I don't like the fact that we put a lot of teams put their young quarterback in there right off the bat. He needs time. He needed time to develop, and he just didn't get that right off the bat.
They
They
didn't
put
have
him
any
in there.
veterans to put in there instead of him though. That's the thing. They already had
Yeah.
one winning season. They already went to the playoffs once with the old Eagles head coach. I can't remember his name.
Yes, I know what you're talking. I know who you're
No,
talking about.
they already went there, and he did really good that season. But this year's the year he really broke out.
Yeah. So I think that wraps that up. So now we're just gonna look at that playoff bracket, and we're gonna pick who the hell we think is gonna win it.
Here, let me just pull that back up real quick.
Yeah, I gotta pull it back up as well. Let me know when you have it.
All right, let me do that. Perfect. Insane. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna do the AFC side, and you do the NFC side.
Okay, you start off. Start off with 4-5.
Alrighty. So, Steelers and Texans. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think it's gonna be a gritty game, but ultimately Texans. I know I said Steelers were gonna win earlier. La 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 la. But Steelers offense is not as good. They have 36-year-old Adam Thielen out there with DK Metcalf. That's just not going to be a good recipe for the
No,
playoffs.
no, they also have Marquez Valdez.
That's Catlin Jr. Yeah, he's
Yes.
friends with Aaron Rodgers. Texans ultimately win that game and go on to play the number 1 seed Broncos. Now 3-6 Jaguars versus Bills. Bills been playing from behind all year, been getting stepped on like a redheaded stepchild because the Patriots are back. Anyway, Jaguars are on a heater. Their offense is 10 times better than the Bills are, but they do have to worry about Josh Allen. But ultimately, I do think the Jaguars win that game. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Allen wins that game either, but at the same time, I'm going to go with the Jaguars. So they will go on to the next round. Patriots at Chargers. Tough game. They're very similar teams, very similar quarterbacks. But I do think with the chart, I mean, it's not supposed to be a very cold game. It's not supposed to be very cold. It's supposed to be like a LA night, so it's supposed to be like 40 degrees and stuff. So it's not gonna be very cold or anything. So that's not gonna play in any effect. But I do think the Chargers will put up a good fight because of their defense, and the Patriots offense will keep. Drake May's gonna do his thing. He's gonna cook, and ultimately Patriots will end up going to the next round. Now, I'm going to start with the Broncos and Texans. Broncos and Texans, that's going to be a good game, good defensive battle. I do think the Texans' offense is not as good as the Broncos, but at the same time, the Texans have way more weapons than the Broncos. And honestly, ultimately, I think the Texans make it past the Broncos in that Bo Nix offense. Not, I wouldn't be surprised if Bo Nix wins though, because
Bo Nix.
he's been doing nothing but winning since coming into this league. But ultimately, I think the Texans make it. And now the Patriots versus Jags. Patriots and Jags, that would be a shootout for the century. Both defenses are decent. They're not the best, but they're okay. They do its job. But the offense will be on fire. Drake May will throw for 2+ touchdowns, so won't Trevor Lawrence. But ultimately, I think it's going to come down to the Patriots winning that game. Now,
All right.
guys.
Now on
Oh,
to the.
okay. I'll wait till do my. Well,
Yeah,
I was just gonna do it
yeah, I
until the
know.
Super Bowl.
I was just gonna do the Seahawks or not
All right.
the Seahawks. I meant
You do
the
yours
playoff.
until the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, the last four. Yeah. Um, let's start off with 4-5 Rams. This is gonna be. It should be, I think, a good game. I think a lot of people are undermining the Panthers and saying that they were really lucky. When their offense is on, it's on. When it's off, it's off. They have a hell of a good team when they're on. When they're off, they're awful. I hope we can see that on team going into this game to not only just watch a good game, obviously, but be able to see the shootout that could happen and see possibly, even with the 4 seed, an upset. I would love that, not only for me, but just to watch. Upsets are what makes sports special, and I think it could easily happen. But I'm going to pick the Rams. Even though I just said everything about the Panthers, I'm going to pick the Rams. Um, next one, 49ers Eagles. I think this is going to be a good, decent game. And I think this game really depends on what Jalen Hurts wants to do. If Jalen Hurts wants to go out there and only throw for 150 yards, they're going to lose. He needs to go out there and actually play. They need to have a good offensive approach to this. This 49ers team is not something you want to take lightly. They are, even though they are one of the they've lost a lot of their big named players, they're still really good under Kyle Shanahan. And I think they would need to make some adjustments offensively before defensively to make sure they could try and win this game. But I think the 49ers are going to beat the Eagles and move on. I don't trust the Eagles defense enough, or the Eagles offense enough. Their defense will help them stay in the game if they're going to stay in the game. But if Brock Purdy bounces back after that horrendous game he had last week, I wouldn't even say horrendous, bad game that he had last week, then expect a not close game. Next one, Bears Packers. I'm gonna pick the Bears here, just because I don't trust the Packers. They're going in cold, not something you want to do going into the playoffs. And the Bears are home. Packers are not. Packers, do you know how Jordan Love's doing right now or no?
He struggled a little bit this year, but because his wide receivers were out most of the
No,
year.
no, no. I'm talking about, like, is he? Because I know Malik Willis has came in a lot.
Oh yeah, no, Jordan Love is
Recently.
coming in. Yeah, he's
He's
fine.
playing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he is. I mean, it really depends on Jordan Love if he's going to be out there. Their defense has been really, really suspect since Micah Parsons went down with injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust the Packers right now, so I think they get eliminated in the first round. Rams Seahawks. That's going to be a really good game. The way things are going, I think the Seahawks are going to beat them, and it'll be a really good game. I don't see. I think Mike McDonald is going to be able to contain them better this time around than last few times. Even though they've put a lot of points on the Seahawks, I don't think they will be victorious. The Seahawks defense, even though they have some of their worst games have been against the Rams, I think they'll finally be able to get to Matthew Stafford because they don't even have a sack on him this year. but I think they will finally get to him. And once they pressure him, he's been very looking like he's been very inconsistent when he's pressured a lot, and he's thrown some costly picks because of that. And I mean, it's not even the defense part for the Seahawks I'm worried about. It's the offense. Can Sam Darnold win the big game? That's been the whole thing his entire career with the Seahawks, after being thought of as, a guy that can't win the big game because he couldn't beat the Rams last year in the playoffs. He couldn't beat the Lions last year to be the number 1 seed. So can he go into Seattle, beat the Rams, who have had his number all season, 2 touchdowns to 6 interceptions on the season against the Rams? Can he not throw picks? Can he throw the ball away? Can he place the ball where he wants it to? Can he be his guy? Can he be Sam Darnold? Can he be the guy that can lead this team? I think he can. And I think the Seahawks move on to the NFC Championship. And Bears 49ers, I think that'll be a good offensive battle game. 2 mediocre defenses against 2 high-powering offenses. It's going to be like it was a couple weeks ago. I don't think the 49ers are going to catch the Bears off this time. The Bears are playing at home. It's going to be colder than it would be in the San Francisco area, as the 49ers will be playing in. And I think they're not going to be able to contain I don't think the 49ers are going to be able to play amazing. I think it'll be a shootout, and I think it probably will be close. But I mean, they only beat the Bears last time because Caleb Williams couldn't convert on the 4th down. So I think the Bears are going to be able to go back, look at the tape, and go, all right, this is what we got to do. And I think they will beat the 49ers and move on to the NFC Championship.
Bears. Sorry, I had to do it.
All right. You can talk about who's going to
So
Super Bowl.
now Texans versus Patriots. I know it's controversial that the Texans made it all the way this far, but their defense is incredible. I'm really trying not to be biased, but people are really underestimating the Patriots and their schedule. But I really do think the Patriots are one of the top teams in the league and everything. So, and me saying that now, I'm going to say the Texans end up losing against the Patriots, and the Patriots end up going to the Super Bowl. And yeah, and then Zach, who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
I think it'll be a good game. The Bears versus the Seahawks, 2 teams that haven't played each other all year. But I think the Seahawks are going to have Caleb's number, and I think the defense is going to manipulate the shit out of that offense, and I think they will be able to control their own destiny and go to the Super Bowl.
Yep. And look at that, Seahawks versus Patriots rematch.
Rematch.
I do end up thinking the Seahawks will end up winning that game. I do think it'll be a close game. Drake May balls out, probably throws 1 interception. Sam Darnold probably throws 2 or has 1 fumble. You know how he rolls and everything. We get close, and then we probably lose to either a touchdown but anyway, I'll still be proud of my team no matter what, because we weren't even supposed to make the playoffs this year. So even if we get bounced out the first round, even though I don't want that to happen, I still will be proud of this fucking team. This team was
I completely agree with you. I think the Seahawks will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it will be a good game. And I mean, the Seahawks were literally considered by a lot of like big name people that they were going to be 4th in the division this year, and that they weren't going to even come close to making the playoffs. And they have proved everybody wrong, same as the Patriots have. And I think they could win it all this year. And I think it'd be a really close game. I could see the score being 27 to 24. Seahawks
Honestly, I
over
could
the
see it going
Patriots.
either way. Seahawks and Patriots are pretty
I could
evenly
see it going
matched, but
either
their
way.
Seahawks defense is really incredible. But ultimately, I think the Seahawks win it. But Drake May will ball out that game and actually prove that he's a top tier quarterback. Sam Darnold doesn't have to prove anything; he just has to prove that he can make it there. He's still.
Yeah.
I've always believed in Sam Darnold, even back in his Jets days. He just played for the Jets, and the Jets are a
I
joke of an organization.
I always thought he was just at the wrong time at the wrong team, and he could have gotten a better chance. And I'm glad he ended up in Seattle's hands, especially after the season Geno Smith had. So, yeah,
Yeah, Geno threw a
um,
masterclass this year too, and
yeah,
Raiders.
my masterclass firing
His
Geno.
best game of the year happened against the Patriots. That was their literally
Yeah,
worst game of the year. I don't understand how we even lost that game, but hey, first week it happens. First week always happens like that. But honestly, yeah, that's our predictions.
alrighty. Um, I think that's gonna do it for
I just gotta
today.
say something about the Jets. Hold on a minute. The Jets need to figure their shit out. Their top receiver this year had 397 yards, and it was Garrett Wilson. He was out for all year.
Garrett Wilson was their top receiver
He's a number one receiver, rightfully so. But he was injured
for
for all.
300
Yeah, he
yards.
got injured at the start of the season and didn't come back because he was a really bad injury, and he only had 397 or 300 something yards.
And if we want to shit on the Jets a little bit more by putting salt in the wound, they are the first team in NFL history to not have a single interception in the season.
Yep.
Just want to point that out.
Absolutely incredible for having a defensive coach like Aaron Glenn. I mean, the
Yeah.
Patriots had Gerard Mayo, and we still got interceptions last year. It wasn't very many, but we still got more than freaking Jets. So I don't understand how that even
This has
happens.
been
If I was their ownership, I would fire Aaron Glenn, but at the same time,
the ownership needs to sell.
their owner was talking to their 17-year-old son, asking Madden who they should draft.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's absolutely crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm just gonna also put more salt in the wound. Their last 10-win season was 2015. They haven't had a season more than 10 wins since 2011
Years.
or 2010. Almost 15 years since the last time they had a season over 10 wins. And that was the year that they had Rex Ryan. I think that was
I think honestly they should rehire Rex Ryan. I don't really like him as a
Mark
player,
Sanchez was
as a
the coach.
person, but Mark Sanchez was the
They've gone
quarterback.
through
Dude,
so
butt
many.
fumble.
Dude, they're turning into the modern day Browns. It's not even funny.
I'm surprised they even won 3 games this year. The Jets did.
Yeah. No, they're
I honestly think the Raiders were a better team than the Jets this year. The Jets are just. That's saying a lot too. The Raiders were not very good at all. They were absolutely trash, except the Patriots game. They turned into prime
Did
freaking.
you stop for streaming or no?
No, I'm still going.
Oh, it's for some reason it says content or stream unavailable, stream suspended for policy violations.
What? What does that mean?
Oh, you played clips in the background.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to be able to. People use this stuff all the time to react to videos. Well, no, I stopped playing them. It was just like a 5-second clip. I don't understand that.
Yeah, no, we stopped streaming a little bit ago.
Well, looks like we stopped streaming. I recorded it though, so we're good. Why did it do that?